Hello there. Welcome to another edition of Nick's Friction Zone. Today, I wanted to have a real discussion, a real talk about a concept, a topic that seems to come up quite a bit in social media, in the realms of the motorcycle community. It's a little bit controversial to some degree, and that is trail braking. So the reason why I wanted to talk about trail braking today is because, again, this is real talk, honest talk. I've noticed that, so YouTubers, right? You know who the usual suspects are. There are a couple of famous ones that have a lot of followers. When they post a video, when they try to come up with a topic to talk about, one thing that they take into account is, is this a hot keyword that's going to get a lot of traffic, that's going to get a lot of clicks and a lot of views on their videos? And, they have tools that they can run to see if they're going to get a lot of hits on their videos. And trail braking is a very hot keyword. So from a blogger perspective, from a motorcycle blogger perspective, people want to talk about trail braking a lot. So it's a very attractive subject to post on YouTube. But my video here today is going to be a little bit different because it's not that I'm against trail braking, because I think trail braking is a necessary tool to master, not only on the racetracks, but on streets in general. You got to have it. You got to have the tool in your belt. But it seems to me that for a lot of those videos that talk about trail braking, they seem to emphasize that you should almost use it as a first option. And I think that's not necessarily a good thing, especially if you are a new motorcycle rider. Okay, so for the new motorcycle riders that are watching this video, if you don't know what trail braking is, just a quick explanation. So trail braking is basically the technique where if you are riding a motorcycle and you are approaching a turn or a curve, it's basically a technique that teaches you to apply the brakes while you are entering the curve, entering the turn, and where you slowly, progressively let go of the brake while you are turning. Okay, this is very necessary, especially if you are entering a corner or you're making a turn really hot, too fast. But it's also dangerous because if you don't have a good sense for your motorcycle of how much you can turn or lean, and depending on the conditions of the road, especially, if you don't apply trail braking correctly, you can end up dropping your bike. You can end up dropping your bike in a curve, on a turn, which, just think about it, it's very dangerous. There's plenty of footage of people getting messed up or crashing their bikes when they're making a turn. In fact, crashing your bike on a turn is probably one of the highest or the biggest, the most frequent type of single motorcycle accidents out there. There's no dispute. Okay, people crash a lot when they fail to negotiate a turn, either because they drop their bike or they end up crashing straight into a rail, or worse, they crash into another vehicle that's coming the other way. Anyways, so well, if I'm telling you not to rely or lean on trail braking, then what should you do, right? Well, the MSF community has a technique called SPAT. Okay, and it's a term, or it's a technique that's, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's talked about much after you take the MSF class. It's not emphasized or highlighted enough. So SPAT stands for speed, position, aim, and turn. Okay, so I'm not going to spend the whole video talking about SPAT, But basically what it is SPAT teaches you that before you enter when you get to a point where you're riding down the road and you see the need to negotiate a curve or make a turn, speed, S, the first thing you do is roll off the throttle, decrease your speed, apply brakes if necessary, and downshift if you need to. So basically, it's telling you to slow down. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. You know, if you drive a car, you know what that means. You can't come in too hot on a turn if you're driving a car, right? So S, speed, slow down. P stands for position, and what that means is that after you slow down, you want to make a determination of where your motorcycle needs to be on the lane. You want to be on the outside or the inside of the lane. How much out do you want to be? And also the position of your body. You need to make a determination based on your speed and how tight the curve is. Do you need to lean, counter lean, or lean with the turn? Okay, that's what P stands for. A stands for aim, and just as what you would think, it's telling you to aim towards the direction and to the end of the curve. Okay, and T is finally to turn your bike. So and SPAT pretty much kind of like repeats itself, because after you make the turn and you enter into the curve, you want to apply S again, where you would roll on the throttle and speed away from where you are. Okay, again, I'm not going to spend a whole video talking about SPAT. There's plenty of more information that you can read on your own. If you're interested, I'll drop a link on the comments or the description of the video where you can find out more about SPAT. Okay, so that's my message for today, guys. If you're a beginner motorcyclist, please don't be enamored with the concept of trail braking. I don't recommend it. Okay, at least as a beginner. Okay, make sure that you slow down, correctly set the position of your body, your motorcycle in the lane, and then turn, instead of going hot into a turn and start applying your brakes right as you enter the turn. Okay, oh, that's it. I feel like I fudged a little bit on the explanation, but I think you guys get my gist, right? If you are an experienced rider, I encourage you're welcome to post a comment, contribute. Maybe you have a different take, but yeah, let's chop it up. Add your 2 cents to this discussion. Guys, keep in mind, everyone has a different experience in riding motorcycles, and everything is different. Your environment is different. The motorcycle you have is different. Your experience level is also different. So you got to take all those things into account. At the end of the day, don't do something that you are not accustomed to and you haven't trained enough. Okay, so don't watch a video on the internet that talks about trail braking and go, oh, okay, I'm gonna apply trail braking now because I read about it. Okay, there's classes that you can take. You can do a whole bunch of practicing on a parking lot where you are on a safe environment. That's it. That's all I have for today. Until next time, take care and ride safe. Bye.